Okay, this is Florida Health. Florida State Surgeon General calls for a halt in the use of the C19 mRNA inoculation. Tallahassee, Florida, on December 6, 2023, State Surgeon General Dr. Joseph A. Ladapo, and this man has to be of color, but he's a scientist. He's been through, he's even worked for the NIH. Sent a letter to the United States Food and Drug Administration Commissioner Dr. Robert M. Califf and Center for Disease Control and Prevention Director Dr. Mandy Cohen regarding the questions pertaining to the safety assessments and the discovery of billions of DNA fragments per dose of the Pfizer and Moderna C19 mRNA inoculations. The Surgeon General outlined concerns regarding nucleic acid contaminants in the approved Pfizer and Moderna C19 mRNA inoculation, particularly in the presence of lipid, which is your blood count, nanoparticles, complexes, and simian virus 40, SV40 promoter, enhancer, DNA, lipid, nanoparticles are an efficient vehicle for delivery of the mRNA in the C19 inoculation into human cells, and may therefore be an equally efficient vehicle for delivering contaminant DNA into the human cells. The presence of SV40, sounds like WD40, promoter enhancer DNA may also pose a unique and heightened risk of DNA integration into human cells. In 2007, the FDA published guidance on regulatory limits for DNA vaccines in the guidance for industry consideration for plasmid DNA vaccines for infectious disease and indications guidelines for industry. This guidance for industry, the FDA outlines important consideration of vaccines that use novel methods of delivery regarding DNA integrations, especially. DNA integration could theoretically impact a human's oncogenes, the genes which can transform a healthy cell into a cancerous cell. DNA integration may result in chromosomal instability. The guidance for industry discusses biodistribution of DNA vaccines and how such integration could affect unintended parts of the body, including blood, heart, brain, liver, kidney, bone marrow, ovaries, testes, lung, draining, lymph nodes, spleen, the site of administration, and subcutaneous at injection site. December 14, 2023, the FDA provided a written response providing no evidence that DNA integration assessment have been conducted to address risks outlined by the FDA themselves in 2007 based on the FDA's recognition of unique risks posed by DNA integration. The efficiency of the C19 mRNA in these vaccines. It is essential that to humans' health to assess the risks of contaminant DNA integration into human DNA. The FDA has provided no evidence that these risks have been assessed to ensure safety. As such, Florida State Surgeon General Dr. Joseph A. Lapio has released the following statement. The FDA's response does not provide data or evidence that the DNA integration assessments they recommended themselves have been performed. Instead, they pointed to genotoxicity studies, which are inadequate assessments for DNA integration risk. In addition, they advocated difference between the SV40 promoter enhancer and SV40 proteins, two elements that are distinct. DNA integration poses a unique and elevated risk to human health and to the integrity of the human genome, including the risks of that DNA integrated into sperm or egg gametry genome, including the risk of DNA integrated into sperm or egg. I already read that. Integrated here. The inoculation recipients of the risks of DNA integration have not been assessed for mRNA C19 inoculations. These inoculations are not appropriate for use in human beings. Providers concerned about patients' health risks associated with C19 should prioritize patient access to non-mRNA C19 inoculations and treatment. It is my hope that in regard to C19, the FDA will one day seriously consider its regulatory responsibility to protect human health, including the integrity of the human genome. In the spirit of transparency and scientific integrity, states Surgeon General Dr. Joseph A. Ladapo will continue to assess research surrounding these risks and provide updates to Floridians about the Florida Department of Health. Let's see. Look at this one first. Oh, my Lord. DNA fragment detected in the monovalent and bivalent Pfizer, Biotech, and Moderna mod RNA C19 inoculations from Ontario, Canada. Exploratory dose response relationship with serious adverse effects. Okay, this is OSF reference. DNA fragment detected in monovalent and bivalent Pfizer, Biotech, and Moderna mod RNA C19 inoculations from Ontario, Canada. Exploratory dose response relationship with serious adverse events. I just, yeah. Here's all that. Okay, Robert M. Califf, MD, MACC, Commissioner, U.S. Food and Drug Administration, 1093, 10903, New Hampshire Avenue, Silver Springs, Maryland. Figures. C.C. Mindy Cohen, MD, MPH, Director, Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, 1600 Clifton Road, Atlanta, Georgia. Dear Doctors Califf and Cohen, enduring that pharmaceutical products are both safe and effective for the public in the principal mission of the U.S. Drug Administration, this function is essential and services as the foundation for public trust and regulatory agencies and the health officials alike, while accelerated approvals for the prescription drugs have been around for over 2 decades. The opioid crisis and C19 pandemic are just two publicized examples illustrating the risks associated with these accelerated processes for drug approvals. On November 14, 2023, the Florida Public Health Integrity Committee met to discuss the topic, and I encourage your team to review the constructive criticism that will further our mission of credible and safe public health. Related to these regulatory issues, debates over a safety and effective of C19 vaccines have been smeared as hysteria since their development, and yet as additional research is conducted, concerns continue to emerge. I have highlighted some of these concerns in a May 10th, 2023 letter sent to you and former Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, Dr. Rochelle Walensky. To date, no response has been received. In addition to my previous letter, I am writing to you to address the recent discovery of host cell DNA fragments within the Pfizer and Moderna C19 RNA mRNA vaccines. This raises concerns regarding the presence of nucleic and contaminants in the approved Pfizer and Moderna C19 mRNA vaccines, particularly in the presence of lipid nanoparticle complexes and simian virus 40, SV40, promoter enhancer DNA lipid nanoparticles are an efficient vehicle for delivery of the mRNA, the CD19 vaccine, into human cells, and may therefore be an equally efficient vehicle for delivering contaminant DNA into human cells. The presence of SV40 promoter enhancer DNA may also pose a unique and heightened risk of DNA integration into host cells. In 2007, the FDA published guidance on regulatory limits for DNA vaccines. The guidelines for industry consideration for plasmid DNA vaccines or infectious disease indicators guidance for industry. This guidance for industry highlights important considerations for vaccines that use novel methods of delivery regarding DNA integration. DNA integration could theoretically impact a human's oncogenes, the genes which can transform a healthy cell into a cancerous cell. DNA integration may result chromosomal instability. The guidance for industry discusses biodistribution of DNA vaccines and how such integration could affect unintended parts of the body, including blood, heart, brain, liver, kidney, bone marrow, ovaries, and testes, lung, draining lymph nodes, spleen, the site of administration, and subcuts, the injection site. Based on the guidance for industry, the efficiency of the C19 mRNA vaccine lipid nanoparticle delivery system and the presence of DNA fragments in these vaccines is essential to human health to assess the risks of contaminated DNA and integrated into human DNA. With this in mind, have the following questions for which public deserves to answers. 1. Have drug manufacturers evaluated the risk of human genome integration or mutagenesis of residual DNA contaminants from the RNA COVID-19 vaccines, alongside with additional risks of DNA integration from the lipid nanoparticle delivery system and SV40. Promote, enhance, as FDA requires any information from the drug manufacturers to investigate such risks. Do current FDA standards for assess acceptable and safe quantity of residual DNA present as known contaminants in biological therapies. Consider the lipid nanoparticle delivery system for the mRNA COVID-19 vaccine. Number 3, considering the potentially wide low distribution of mRNA C19 vaccines and DNA contaminants beyond the local injection site. Have you evaluated the risk of DNA integration in reproductive cells in respect to the lipid nanoparticle delivery system? Considering the urgency of these questions due to the mass administration of these vaccines and currently unavailable data surrounding the possible genomic effects, request that you provide a written response by December 11, 2023 to both my previous letter and the concerns I have outlined above. The American people and the scientific community have a right to have all relevant information pertaining to the C19 vaccine to properly inform individuals' decisions making. I look forward to promptly hearing from you. "2025 Deagle Forecast: Shocking War Population Reduction and Collapse." TLDR, the Deagle Forecast predicts a significant population reduction in the Western world by 2025, possibly due to the biological war, and highlights the vulnerability of the Western world and the United States. I want to tell you something about that vaccine. since the last 3 years, is when it started. My sister-in-law had heart failure, and there's not really that many people in our family that have heart problems. I don't think there are. Most of them are strokes. Well, all of them are strokes. My brother had heart failure. This was all in the same family. He always had the same symptoms with, you know, the edema and all that stuff for a long time. And then all of a sudden, after these things came out, they rushed to get him, and now he's in heart failure and had to have heart surgery, triple bypass, and all that stuff. My nephew, in the same family, has cancer in the bladder. Now he has lost the ability to walk. It's the same reminder as what my sister went through. He felt the same way. Now, she'll never tell me she took it, but I think she did. And he's got to have his kidneys checked. This stuff is very, very dangerous. There's something going on here. Don't tell me when in 3 years, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, are continually getting bad. And I had a nephew pass away not too long ago. So I don't want to see, no. You explain to me why my nephew has cancer when there's no cancer in her family, when they never had that before. Praise the Lord, I listened to him. I thank God that I listened to him. When you have that feeling in your gut, you better listen, because he's telling you something. Now, we will go over here. Okay, this is presidential takedown. How Anthony Fauci, the CDC, NIH, and the WHO conspired to overthrow. An explosive behind the scenes look at Donald Trump's final months in office and how the seed crisis response was carefully crafted plan to ruin him. That is absolutely fact, because in my last channel, Dr. Fauci and Deborah Birx went into his office and told him to shut down the economy. In January 2020, Donald Trump was on the fast track to an easy re-election, while his first 2 years had been stymied by House Speaker Paul Ryan, Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell, and the Democrats. This third year had been one of the remarkable success. The United States had low unemployment and was making strides across the globe. The president rallies were well attended, and he was being projected to win 400 electoral votes and about 45 states. Then came C-19. Yes, that I told you. I had told you. I told you. I had done research on this before. Inside out. But with that said, here's a book if you want to read it, if you want to get it. Right there. Read all about the Devil Man. That's what he looks like. He looks like a weasel. I call him Weasel. But he has a shit-eating grin on him. And knows you can't trust those people. But anyway, with that being said, there's something else I forgot. That ain't it. Maybe it's this one. Alright. FDA warning. FDA nationwide warning. Listeria outbreak. What's new? Case, see. Do not eat, sell, or serve any recalled products. Additional recalls have been added. FDA's investigation. Yeah, you know, that's kind of funny how they keep doing that every day when they don't care about the other thing. Case counts. Total illnesses 26, hospitalization 23, deaths 2. Last sample collection date June 15, 2014, December 10, 2023. States with cases of Arizona, California, Colorado, Florida, Georgia, Nevada, North Carolina, Oregon, Tennessee, Texas, Washington, product distribution nationwide in Canada. Products updated 2/9/2024. Recalled dairy products and products made with recalled dairy products sold under the brand names Bright Farms, Campesino, Casa, Cardenas, Dole, Don Francisco, Don Pancho, Dos Ranchitos, El Hacisi, Food City, Fresh Express, HEB, La Ordina Marketside, President's Choice, Ready Pac Bistro, Rio Grande, Rizzo Brothers, Rojo's, San Carlos, Santa Maria, Tio Francisco, Trader Joe's, 365, Whole Foods Market. More information about recall products, including description, sizes, and UPCs or Best Buy. Dates are included in the table of recalled products below. Additional information is also available in recall notices from the companies. Symptoms of Listeria. Symptoms usually start within 2 weeks after eating contaminated with Listeria, but also start as early as the same day or as late as 10 weeks after. Mild symptoms may include fever, muscle aches, nausea, tiredness, vomiting, and diarrhea. If the more severe from the Listeria developments, symptoms may include headache, stiff neck, confusion, loss of balance, and convulsions. Oh man. Sold nationwide status. Ongoing updates will be provided. They become available. Recommendations. Do not eat, sell, or serve recalled brands of cheeses, sour creams, or yogurts manufactured by Rizzo Lopez Foods Incorporated, or products made with recalled dairy products. Check your refrigerator and freezers for any recalled products and throw them away. If you froze a product without the original packaging and can't tell if it is part of the recalls, throw it away. Consumers, restaurants, and retailers who purchased or received recalled products, including wholesale products, should carefully clean and sterilize and sanitize any surfaces or contaminant containers that it touches. Follow FDA EACE safe handling and cleaning advice to reduce the risk of cross-contamination. Listeria can survive in refrigerated temperatures and can easily spread to other foods and surfaces. If you have any symptoms of listeriosis, you should contact your health and care provider to report your symptoms and receive care. You can get in the hospital, that is. I think that's because of the inoculations too. You know, the ones I was talking about, the 3 family members I was talking about, not too long ago they were really sick, but I believe they probably got that thing, you know what, in that little poke. Recommendations for at-risk groups. Listeria is most likely to sicken pregnant people and newborns, adults age 65 or older, and people with weakened immune systems. Other people can be infected with listeria, but they rarely become seriously ill. Pregnant people typically experience only fever, fatigue, and muscle aches. However, listeria infections during pregnancy can lead to miscarriage, stillbirth, premature delivery, and life-threatening infection of the newborn. Call your healthcare provider right away if you have symptoms of listeria infection. FDA current update. February 9, 2024, FDA has been notified of additional recalls on 2/8/2024 for products made with or containing recalled dairy products. Bright Farms, Inc. recalled Southwest Chipotle salad kits. The product was only sold to retailers in Delaware, Maryland, Maine, Massachusetts, New Hampshire, New Jersey, New York, North Carolina, Pennsylvania, Vermont, Virginia, and DC. Ready Pack Foods Incorporated recalled following sealed kits: Market Side Southwest Chopped Kit and Market Side Bacon Ranch Crunch Kit, sold to Walmart stores in Arizona, California, Colorado, Connecticut, Delaware, Hawaii, I guess that is, Maryland, Massachusetts, Maine, Montana, New Hampshire, New Jersey, New Mexico, New York, Pennsylvania, Rhode Island, South Dakota, Texas, Vermont, and Wyoming. Ready, pack, bistro, fresh, max, chopped kit, sold to Winco stores in Arizona and California. Ready, pack, bistro, quesos, crunch, salad kit, sold to Costco stores in California, California, Nevada, and Hawaii. Fresh Express recalled the following salad kits: Market Side Southwest Chop Kit, sold at retailers in Alabama, Florida, and Georgia. Fresh Express Salsa Ensalada Salad Kit, sold at retailers in California, Idaho, Utah, Washington. Dole Fresh Vegetables Incorporated recalled Dole Chop Kit Avocado Ranch, Dole Chop Kit Avocado Ranch, Chop Kit Ranch a la AL Avocado, Dole Premium Kit Southwest Salad, Dole Cajun Ranch Chop Kit, Dole Premium Kit Endless Summer, Dole Supreme Kit, Southwest Salad Supreme Kit, Salado do Sud Queso, President's Choice Southwest Salad Kit, Sudquest Kit, D Salads, and Market Side Chopped Salad Kit, Bacon Ranch Crunch. Recalled salad items were sold in the states of Alabama, California, Connecticut, Florida, Georgia, Indiana, Kentucky, Louisiana, Maryland, Massachusetts, Michigan, Minnesota, Missouri, Mississippi, North Carolina, Nevada, New York, Ohio, Pennsylvania, South Carolina, Tennessee, Utah, Virginia, Washington, and Wisconsin. Additionally, these salads were distributed in the following Canadian provinces: Alberta, British Columbia, New Brunswick, Ontario, and Quebec. Albertson Companies recalled 5 ready meals and store-made tacos kits that were available for purchase at the following banner stores: Albertson, Cars, Safeway, Eagle, Lucky, Pavilions, Randall's, Safeway, Shaw's, Star Market, Tom Thumb, and Vons in Arkansas, Arizona, what the heck's AR? I can't remember. California, Colorado, Indiana, or Idaho, Louisiana, Maine, Massachusetts, Montana, I forgot that one. Nevada, New Hampshire, New Mexico, Indiana, or North Dakota, Oregon, Rhode Island, South Dakota, Texas, Utah, Vermont, Washington, and Wyoming. On 2/8/2024, the U.S. Department of Agriculture, Food and Safety and Inspection Service FSIS issued a public health alert. Amazon Kitchen, chicken chili verde burrito with rice, black beans, and Monterey Jack because they contain recalled dairy products. I don't trust, I telling you, about every day there's always something. Every day. Yet the thing that could really matter is that thing that goes in your arm, and that what happens with that is the DNA attaches to the mRNA. That thing attaches to cells and stuff, and then DNA gets in through that way. It's kind of like a hitchhiker. But yeah, the DNA is your makeup. It also tells you your family histories of diseases and stuff. And now they've screwed that up. I mean, my nephew, God knows if he's even going to have a bladder or anything. Like I say, and I had another nephew pass away not too long ago. It's just disgusting. Don't tell me I'm wrong. 3 years going through this crap. I can't tell my family. They won't believe it. Or if I tell them, they're going to panic about it. So what am I going to do? I don't know. I can't. There's not much you can do. I don't want them to get upset. I don't want them to have a panic attack or get anxiety, because they always suffer from that. If there was a way to soothe these people, I'll tell you what. But anyway, with that said, I wanted everybody to know, I mean, if you have to, stop it and get kind of like the addresses or whatever on the pieces, the information pages that I showed you, and look it up and read it yourself. Just keep praying for my family and their health, and God knows. Thank you, ignorant idiots. Idiots in the administration that we've got today. Running my daughter ramp like a chicken with her head cut off, working in a hospital, a respiratory therapist, sleeping in a damn hospital. People sleep in the hall or go out and wait in the hall in emergency rooms. And that's happening, believe it or not. Not enough people take care of them. And probably all those illegals are right in front. There's another problem. Those people bring diseases over here too. Because I guarantee it, they don't have the vaccine. Their kids they don't get the vaccines that everybody else has had here in this country. So they're bringing all kinds of stuff here. But with that said, I know I said that before, but I'm upset about that, and that makes me mad to think my family is going through that crap. Suffering. Why? Because somebody scared them half to death. And they listened. Instead of listening to their maker, they listened to somebody else. Oh, Lord. This makes you want to freaking cry. Because they don't care. We're talking most of my siblings. I mean, there's 6 of us. There was only 3 of us that I know for sure that didn't do that poke. It's just disgusting and makes me mad. But now I'll let you go. Please stay safe out there. There was another shooting in Kansas City, Missouri. Or I think it's Kansas City, Kansas, or Kansas City, Missouri. They both aligned together. But yeah, so yeah, take care of yourself. Be safe. My advice to you is do not get that poke anymore. Because your life may depend on it. So God bless to all. Peace and love. God loves you.